Now, who and what is driving India's defence export story? Of course, public sector units are doing their bit, but India needs a thriving private sector to take its defence exports to the next level. And even at this nascent stage, the private sector in India is making a significant contribution. According to the government's Department of Defence Production, as many as 50 Indian companies, 50 companies, are already making their presence felt in the global market. Look at all the countries where India is selling. They export to major destinations around the world, including India's neighbours like the Maldives, Sri Lanka and Bhutan, major West Asian powers like the UAE, Israel and Saudi Arabia, major world powers like France, Spain and Russia. They're all part of India's defence exports list. But India still has a long way to go when it comes to defence exports. Nearly 90% of the export items are basically components. That's what India sells. Parts for different kinds of defence equipment. But the government is making a push to diversify the defence exports, and this requires a major push towards indigenous weapons manufacturing. In other words, make in India. Last year, reports emerged that the Indian government is considering a new plan to push defence hardware exports. One report says the Defence Ministry has begun work to identify military equipment that can be exported from India. As many as 51 items were on this list. This includes howitzers, unmanned aerial vehicles, assault weapons, sniper rifles and various software systems for the battlefield. Some other plans in the works to give the defence exports a boost include the government's plan to launch an open general export license scheme. This will give blanket permissions to suppliers on select items. The idea is to allow them more access to the global markets. The government is playing